Birds are chirping. It's supposed to get to 100 degrees today, but right now it's nice. I'm pulling out all the vines that's choking this little bed here. Here's the back porch area.
Well, I get this electric line that runs across the yard into the ground, so it's the basically electrical line that supplies the garage with power.
And I want to build this wall up, install a little wall here so it gives more privacy. And
it's kind of fun to look at these old videos and see, oh, I did that. Oh, that's done. Anyway, so Hannah, I'm just going to send you this. It's about 8 minutes of, images. You can scroll forward if you want to. And but just looking at the features, I will type up something as a summary for you. I just can't do it this moment because I have to be driving off to Plymouth. But yeah, I appreciate your consideration. And so you have a view of the inside and outside. It was an 1892 property that's now it's a duplex now, and just finally renovated once. Oh my gosh, so many projects. You have no idea. And when you fix something, you're like, of course, you find 10 other things that are, broken. So we have some beautiful woodwork here, and there's an interesting history to the building. If I were to pursue the National Registry, I probably would do something for information, just kind of thinking about which category would be the best category for it. I'd be open to any input you have for what you think. I will try to get to you something this afternoon. So anyway, so this is one side of the duplex, and this side is pretty much finished in terms of installation of insulation and repainting and new electrical and new plumbing. So anyway, so this is one side of the duplex, and this side is pretty much finished in terms of installation of insulation and repainting and new electrical and new plumbing. And yeah, it was, yeah, so this is a first floor bathroom, of course, which is, wasn't original to the house, right? But this, bathroom actually leads down to the basement as well. So this door is inside the bathroom and it takes you down to the basement. And it actually has an access out to the porch. Going back, it's kind of interesting. This little, see those two sets of steps? It's really actually pretty cool. Oh my God, painting this stairwell, I can't tell you how much time it took. The most stubborn painting surface took 3 coats. How many times I had to move the ladder just to get up there, and it took forever. Yeah, I love these little details. Just painting that stairwell. I bought a beautiful ladder and just, So this entire structure was picked up and moved, put on top of a full basement, which is awesome. And so the basement was pretty dreary, and I just want to liven it up with some color. So I did some fun little painting down here just to make it a little more inviting. It's where the washer dryer is down here, and we also adjusted those stairs. You can see how the door near the stair has been kind of cut out. So I basically added a couple inches to each of the treads. They were just such shallow treads, very dangerous to go down. Stairs to the upstairs. I'm hoping I have a better picture than that. Oh, I just love the woodwork, so long as tenants don't totally destroy it. I spent about an hour and a half scraping stickers and stuff off the wall and have sanded off all of the graffiti off of this one door, and we'll do a little more sanding and then do an easy coat stain. Yeah, so renting out the house has been really, at some points, pretty hard, like a big heartache, because our tenants are either awesome or meh or just horrible, and just the damage that sometimes we get. So I had to redo this entire floor just from, they had a dog that they weren't supposed to have that ripped up the floor. It's interesting to see, you can see the hip, the roof structure there. I have some photos of the inside of the attic as well. And but I'll get you something in writing, summary wise. I'm really jet lagged right now, just flew in. I love the backyard, the porch area. So this is the property down the, C.L. Morris is the 1892 former original builder owner of the property, and he had a big lumber company, and this is his gigantic parcel they had in his big mansion. And in the background, that is our house. On the left, it is the former carriage house for their horses and carriages, and they had that in the back of their property. And then they decommissioned the carriage house and converted it into a home, a duplex. And I think it's a really interesting thing that happens. Like, so the first cars came available in Plymouth in 1910. And you can just see slowly the phasing out of horses and carriages. And just, I think that's a really fascinating story. So this is what they did with this, former barn, basically. And so, also kind of interesting is that, it was 1892 built, but when they renovated on the inside, and of course the porch, maybe you notice this also on the porch, has a little bit more of a 1930s feel to the woodwork on the inside. So there's this kind of like, an interesting shift when you go inside. And even just the sort of flaring of the front porch. It's interesting to see that they're, using the sort of 1930s vernacular. The woodwork inside. So this is the left side of the house, and the right side of the house has almost no woodwork painted, and the left side of the house has almost all of the woodwork painted. And also a back porch. There was originally on those back porch windows these sort of kind of like wood windows that would kind of pop up with a stick. And I've been kind of looking to try to replace them with something like that, and just haven't found it. Just think it's going to be one of these impossible dreams. I would love to be able to put a cupola back on the structure. I was so shocked to see that it had a cupola originally. I didn't see any evidence of it actually on the inside of the attic. But yeah. So here's the upstairs. And so the front porch was added onto the structure, and that's where you can sort of see this a little bit of the 1930s kind of bungalow style on this two-story structure. And there I am in the back. So the very top section is original woodwork up there, and of course underneath the siding is original woodwork, and I'm contemplating, removing the siding and restoring the woodwork. But yeah, so this is inside the attic up at the top, and it's just gigantic space up there. Our garage is also pretty old. I think it's 1900 actually, and it has those nice little corbels and. And this is the original plat dedication for the alley, which states that it should be given back to the grantor if it's no longer used as a turnaround. Have a great weekend. Any input would be appreciated, Hannah. Thanks.